The British incursion into Zulu territory around Sipar was the result of many cascading diplomatic incidents. Zulu spy networks embedded in British territories were able to intercept communiques that revealed threatening troop movements towards the steppe and the New World both. In response, the Zulu broke ties with the Haudenosaunee, claiming the aggression around Lusitania was the result of an unruly subject rather than direct orders from the Zulu nation. The British, undeterred by the political maneuvering, decided to press their claims on Sipar and the surrounding regions. The international community was taken aback as the Zulu were accused of unlawfully occupying territory that was, by law and by right as per their claims, British. Citing the history of the city of Sipar and its founding by Babylonian forefathers, diplomats of the British High Commission insisted that the presence of British troops in the region was entirely legal and customary, and that the military response from the Zulu was uncalled for and a clear escalation. The loss of British lives in the skirmish was further used to stoke the flames of war. From rousing speeches to questionable pretenses, the British Empire seemed all but ready to take on the Zulu nation that spanned across Europe and threatened the British way of life. The stage was set, and neither Persian nor Greek nor Haudenosaunee influence could hold back the tide. There would be a great war, the likes of which humankind had never before witnessed. An excerpt from The Great War, Volume 1, by PartyElite. Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome you back to our Humankind Forging India miniseries. As always, I am thoroughly excited to see exactly where our story takes us next, especially as we prepare for a great war against the Zulu. I've seen some of you say that perhaps we should instead take their proposal over here and diffuse the situation that is sort of brewing between our two peoples, but I don't think we will. I don't think we will. They have manipulated others against us repeatedly. They have taken the land of our forefathers. Again, let's not forget that the British, as per our world's history, were sort of born out of the English that lived in Bombay, you know, when it was taken over, and over the course of many centuries, they became sort of the dominant culture and called themselves the British as opposed to the English. But don't forget that the English came from the Babylonians, who were the ones that established Sipar, who were eventually, you know, driven out. I'm not sure what exactly the culture of the Zulu was back then, but there is a history up over here. There is a connection between territory that they hold and our history. We have a right to it. It should be under our control. It should be a part of our domain. Beyond that as well, we've already given ourselves a bit of an advantage, I would say. We took out quite a few of their troops last session, close to the end of it, in that massive battle that took place up over here. I was a little nervous about it. We did lose a couple of troops of our own, but overall we came out on top, I would say, pretty heftily, and I don't want to give that advantage up, is the thing. We've got quite a few things going for us. At the same time, over in the Americas, we have potentially some situation brewing with the Haudenosaunee as well. I mean, these guys are very clearly making some moves around Lusitania, and if I'm not mistaken, there's also a demand over here that we give them Lusitania. Now, they're not going to declare war anytime soon, but they might try and ransack Lusitania. They might try and, you know, eliminate our settlers up over here with a bit of border skirmishing. So they are a threat. So I'm not going to turn these soldiers around and bring them all the way back home. I think they do need to push on towards Cahokia and Onondaga over here. I think they need to apply some pressure in the Americas and protect Lusitania, protect Manchester, protect, you know, Asellus Borealis, and down over here if we settle a new city as well. They need to be present here because we don't have any military strength. Now, with that said, I might consider bringing this stack back home. They are possibly going to get a couple more upgrades, of course, these Dragoons, but we could consider bringing these guys back because they are the closest, I would say, and if they come from the north over here, they could actually make landfall somewhere close to Avaris. I think that's probably going to take them too long. They're probably much better off using the train station up over here. I believe it's Nineveh's train station up over here, yeah, using that and then going through, you know, Mohenjo-Daro's stations and ending up by Sipar. That's probably the best bet, and they are the closest, so I think we might pull them back and have this 6, you know, 2 + 4, 6 stack against the Haudenosaunee over here, because the Haudenosaunee are still behind us technologically. It feels like at least some of their strength located here is behind us. And the thing is, I don't want them to find their strength. They've been pushed back by the Zulu. They've been forced down to Africa over here. They've been kind of sequestered into Scandinavia up over here, and Finland, I suppose. And I assume they're relatively weak. So I want to make sure that, you know, while we're distracted by the Zulu, the Haudenosaunee aren't able to you know, overtake us in any way, shape, or form. So we do have to apply pressure on sort of both of these peoples, and it's gonna be stressful. It's gonna be tense, but that's half the fun, I think, at least. I mean, y'all let me know as always, of course, folks. If you are enjoying this series, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. It does make a big difference, and just letting me know what y'all are interested in watching on the channel, what I should keep, you know, doing, what I should slow down. If you would like another Humankind series after this one, that's the best way to let me know as well. And if you have any thoughts on how we're approaching things, again, feel free to let me know. On which note, quite a few of you suggested that we burn down Hecatompylos, and I think you're right. Attaching it is never going to happen. We're never going to get to 20k plus influence. It's just never going to happen. Look at the rate of influence gain, right? So instead, what I think we'll do is we will establish our outpost over here, because I'm starting to get a little worried that the Goths might actually make a move over here. It is it would be attached to Gothiscanza, so they do have motivation to take this for themselves. There is gold over here. There is also saltpeter, and there's also a VOC warehouse, which, at least for us, it should act as a market quarter. I'm not sure if we'll actually get the Dutch benefits of the VOC warehouse. The VOC warehouse is a Dutch unique what's it called, district. I don't know if we'll get all the other benefits, but if it counts as a market quarter, we should at least get that. So we're actually going to go ahead and establish this outpost over here right now. It'll take 0 turns. I could establish it up over here instead. It'll still take 0 turns. +4 versus +4 and +5 versus +14 and +5. I think the decision is kind of obvious, though that would remove the VOC warehouse. So the decision is not so obvious. All right, you know what? Let's stay put over here. I'll take a chance. I want to see what happens up there. It'll only cost us 2,600 influence. I say only, but that's over half of our influence. But I want to establish this here, because then, once we do that, not only will we prevent these guys, I mean, again, at any point in time, they can try and ransack this stuff, right, and we'll have to respond to it. But not only will it prevent them from at least taking it before us, it will allow us to take this unit and use our train stations to come all the way over to Hecatompylos and burn it down. Right, we have to, unless I'm missing something, that's the only way to ransack it. And the funny thing is, I noticed this before I dove into this session, actually, that for some reason I cannot recruit anybody at Hecatompylos. You can see it says, cannot be done without an available spawn point. Now, there's no one sitting on Hecatompylos. There's no full stack here or anything like that. So I'm not sure why it says that. I have no idea why it actually says that for these guys, but it does. And what am I going to do about it, right? Let's go ahead and get Hecatompylos actually working on, what, a train station, perhaps? Or maybe a saltpeter mine down over here. Get it doing something, right, while we're waiting to burn it down. It won't take 4 turns, actually, for our soldiers to arrive here, so maybe that's a bit of a waste. Is there anything else I could do here instead? Nothing else is any faster, so fine, whatever, we'll leave it be. We will detach... I don't know if I have to detach Rothald. I don't think there's any value in doing that before or after the burning. I think that's pretty irrelevant. But yeah, so we're going to take care of Hecatompylos, take care of our city cap ever so slightly. The merging of Nineveh and Asher is also, you know, maybe a bit of a pipe dream. We'll see. Maybe a bit more likely as we become a bit more careful about our city cap situation. But all right, what else is there to do over here? So we've got some armies needing moving. Let's go ahead and keep you guys, again, applying pressure. I'm almost tempted, actually. Well, there is still the Zulu situation down over here. If we are going to war with them, we should apply pressure down here as well, right? It would only make sense. And so perhaps this force stack should make its way down over here as well. There is this great river down over here that we can probably use pretty effectively to bring us down to Lusitania, push these guys back, and then make our way further down south to Zulu territory over here. A long way, but I think it's the way we'll go. Can I... No, I think I have to... oh, I guess I could come up over here. Slow moving, eh? I guess this is the fastest route, though. You can see how much that river kind of helps us along our way, though. Alright, sure, fair enough. Let's go ahead and make our way towards the dock there. These guys will make their way over a little bit. We'll come back down, I think, afterwards. Did I just pick up something? I did not. Okay. I thought I picked... That was the sound effect of something being picked up. All right, fair enough. By the way, I just really quickly on the topic of things being picked up, I'm going to wait until we get at least the Builder Star over here. We need 2 more districts for that, and the Scientist Star as well. The Scientist Star at the very least. So we're going to wait at least another 6 turns for us to get urban planning, and then we'll enter the next era. I think that makes sense. We've sort of entered the new era on a new technology pretty much every time, so this time around it's going to be urban planning, I suppose, and we'll enter the new era as the Indians as soon as that happens. So it should be this this session. What do we have over here? Right, this offer, we'll leave that for last. 6 idle armies. I'm not sure what to do with these guys. I mean, we're about to go to war, so we could set up the ransack over here, I guess, get into position for it. But I worry that these guys will actually get sunk because I'm sure the Zulu have a naval presence in the area, right? 5 idle armies. You guys are gonna hang tight. You guys are, well, we're gonna be fighting with you in just a moment's time. Up over here, you guys are hanging tight as well. These guys, right. Am I committing to bringing them back? I think so. I think so. Fingers crossed this isn't the wrong decision, right? Up this way? Sure. God, it feels like such a waste of time. 4 turns just to get back to here, right? If these guys had a dock up over here, it would just smooth things a little bit, but no such luck. No such luck. Nineveh, if you were to establish a harbor of your own 10 turns, okay, there's no point, like, even thinking about it right now. These guys, yeah, you're hanging tight, so we've got an idle city, 2 idle cities. So Manchester, I'm actually going to go ahead and establish a bit of a naval force. It's been pointed out that, you know, even just having 1 man of war could make a bit of a difference. Just look at their, like, movement speed and stuff like that. Like, it's probably not a bad idea to have these guys involved so we can start, you know, doing some amphibious warfare and things like that. Use that naval superiority. We are the British after all, right? So it's not a terrible idea to play that up a bit. So let's go ahead and get our first man of war happening over here, and obviously it'll pop out up over here. I mean, yeah, it's gonna pop out up over here for sure. We don't have another harbor, and then we'll maybe use that to harass the Haudenosaunee, or at least to very quickly come to to attack the Zulu. There is an option of claiming an outpost over here. Well, no, hold on. That's a long way around. I mean, I know my geography, so I know we'd have to kind of go up and around. But the Zulu Empire could be harassed in Europe if we were to establish some, like a navy up over here, maybe. But no, that's not something we can do quickly. So let's not pretend we could. Hariganga, what to do with you? We could establish over here. Ooh, you know, food is a bit of a struggle right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some people over, so that we can maybe stop starving here. There we go, good stuff. And why don't we go ahead and get ourselves artificial reservoirs. I believe we've got, yeah, some rivers. +2 food on river. Let's go ahead and get you in 1 turn. And then we'll get the fishmonger as well. I do believe we have 2 harbors, right? We've got 1 over here. Or is it just the 1? We got 2. Yeah, 2 harbors in Hariganga. So why don't we go ahead and do that? That's +6 money, right? It'll take just 1 turn. And another +3 money over here. Start generating some wealth just to help us along the way as we need to rush more units out as we find ourselves in more troublesome situations. Because the Commons Quarter is going to take a while, and we've got quite a few places working on those Commons Quarters, right? Now, over to this offer over here, they call it. An offer. An insult, more like. An insult. They want to diffuse this. Of course they do. I'm the one who's asking the heftier demands over here. So, no, we will not be diffusing the situation. Thank you very, very much.
I am angry, and this does little to appease me.
All right, my demands have been refused.
Very well. I wonder what direction the wind blows now.
And I'll tell you which direction the wind blows. Against you, we shall declare our war. Resolve this argument by force. Crush the other empire's war support until they abandon their demands and accept yours. Time to declare our war.
Empty words. Meaningless gestures. I have had enough.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, like, this is we don't have to worry about the surprise war situation or anything. Now, these guys do have their war support, unfortunately, coming to 100, so not ideal. But look, we're just about to take Sipar pretty much right away, so I don't think we have too much to worry about. I do wonder if I want to pull these guys back just to heal the musketeers up before we, or rather not heal them up, but upgrade them. Right, we've got the money, might as well upgrade them to redcoats, and that just ever so slightly benefits us, right? Yeah, so why don't we go ahead and pull you guys back to Porima. Yep, back to Porima over here. Upgrade these guys, and then we'll dive right back into battle. Go ahead and upgrade to redcoats. Yes, because they heal up when you upgrade them, so it just makes sense. And yeah, it's expensive, but I think it'll help along the way. I do believe it's probably a good idea to get these guys set up, maybe like, sure, over here, just so we have a better angle. And do I want to strike from here? I think that's not a terrible idea. I could try and strike. What's that weird, like, all the way around kind of a move? We'll go first if we're attacking, right? Why are we going all the way around there? The reason why, I'm not sure if I can get these guys to deploy right away, right? If we do this, they're just outside of the deployment zone. This might seem funny, but don't think it's a terrible idea. If we come in from over here, our deployment zone is 2 front, 2 back. If we come in over here, our deployment zone is 3 front, 2 back, right? That's what I'm kind of thinking is like here as well, 3 front, 2 back. Like a couple more soldiers can actually be up front and have their lines of sight clear right from deployment. Maybe a good idea. So sure, why don't we go ahead and do this kind of a thing. Yeah, let's go for it. Again, I'm not really sure why they're going all the way around like that, but listen, I'll take it. I'll take it. And, oh, they're actually not assaulting. Just a bunch of draftees over here. Do they have any reinforcements? They do not. We're going to assault. We're not going to give them the opportunity to get reinforcements or anything like that. They do have stone walls, so that is going to work against us, obviously. Now, every time they step out, they'll just get absolutely butchered. So as long as they're aggressive, we should be fine. Let us assault. And, of course, a manual battle. We might be the stronger ones, but still want to do a manual battle. And, of course, everyone does deploy. We could stay up top over here, get the high ground advantage, as little as it might be. Now, everyone is now able to move and shoot, so that's good. Everyone's red coats. We have no musketeers anymore. No more, you know, stop, go nonsense. I should have actually healed these red coats up before we started this battle. That is a significantly higher, like, it's a significantly more reduced HP than it felt like earlier, but now that the battle's begun, it feels like a bigger deal. We'll be fine, I'm sure. What can I do with you? I guess I could push you. I guess you're fine up there, because these guys could, like, circle around and come up over there. I could maybe push you up there, and then you can step up. Yeah, okay, cool. End our deployment like that. Good stuff. We are, of course, first. Decent bit of damage, actually, despite the walls and everything. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very, very decent bit of damage. We could pull up all the way to here, get that high ground from up there. Or we could pull up to here, get the high ground from here. Just trying to figure out exactly what would be the best spot for it. Here, why don't we do this? Why don't we go ahead and fire with these guys first, maybe? Soften these guys up. Fire away. All right, good stuff. Then I want to move these guys over to... actually, before I do that, let's get these guys to fire as well. I'm trying to get the friendly, like, adjacency buff going, right? Oh, these guys will just wipe them. Oh my god. What is the difference between these two? Oh, we're actually on level ground with these guys. That's the difference. Fine. Well, let's use our high ground advantage over here and wipe these guys out. Or maybe wipe these guys out. Oh, pretty much. Very close. Very close. And over here, we got that high ground against them and against them as well. Okay, well, I wish I'd noticed that sooner. But hey, it's not the end of the world. If they come charging forth, we'll eliminate them. We're not really in trouble over here. Go ahead and hit you. Good stuff. I'm sure we'll be able to wipe some more folks out over here. Can you wipe these guys out? Close. No cigar. So why don't we go ahead and wipe these guys out with these guys, and wipe these guys out with these guys. Marginal, but hey, let's get the job done, right? Now you. Why don't we go ahead and move you? Let's say. Okay, listen. We're gonna go ahead and move you up to here. We're gonna move you up to here. You're going to get a shot off on these draftees, I suppose. Yeah, let's wipe these guys out. Bang. There we go. These guys are going to move forward into this location here. And, yeah, soften up these draftees. My concern with being this far out is I hope there are no reinforcements waiting to sneak up on us over there. But I think we'll be okay. These guys have all moved. Everyone's got their stuff done. All right, end our round there. See what these guys get up to. We've got this. There's almost no chance that they're going to... Oh my god, that's 1, that's 2. Are we gonna get a number 3? Come at me, go on, I dare you. Ooh, there's our number 3. That's the hat trick. And 4, beautiful. Took a lot of damage. We survived, and we have taken Sipar. Love it. And the music too, every time the battle comes to an end. Very beautifully, like, timed. Good stuff. All right, Sipar is ours. Now, unfortunately, this coal, by the way, does not belong to Sipar. It's a part of Avaris. The question is, do we make our move towards Avaris next, or something else? Go ahead and you are in the wrong spot. So next turn we'll have to unfortunately pull you back and heal these guys up a little bit. Oh, that is unfortunate, isn't it? Maybe I'll just pull the Gudgeonel back and send it forward. Because these guys, the Redcoats, can all heal outside of friendly territory. This hurt is, like, barely anything, so that's fine. Akkad is closer as well. Akkad? What am I? Akkad is close as well. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. And then, so we could take that and then we could pull back to Avaris instead. What do we have over here? A couple of winged hussars. All right, fair enough, fair enough. All right, things looking good so far. Things looking pretty good so far. Already our war support's going to max out over here. And theirs is going to drop. And it's going to continue dropping as our occupation of Sipar continues. As our, liberation of Sipar continues. Alright, that's the turn done here. Watch, the Haudenosaunee are about to declare war on us. Any second now. Any second now. Because that's how this stuff plays out. Alright, before we continue our war footing, let's deal with our idle armies down over here. Why don't we go ahead and ransack the 10 turns. All right, listen, I'll take it. It's a fair bit of money. It's a long time investment, but look, it's a fair bit of money. Hang tight over here. Let's have that retreat available to us. Keep bringing you over, I suppose. Let's go ahead and make landfall up over here. Make our way as far in as possible. Again, that harbor is, coming to help. There's the road that is helping a little bit, but not all that much, eh? Not all that much down over here. All right, keep making your moves. How much longer? 4 more turns. Okay, it's going to be some time. These guys are, of course, hanging tight. Down over here, though, you are going to first help me establish this. No, not right now. It's a little expensive compared to some of the other decisions I might want to make. Let's go ahead and move you guys over to Hekatompelos. This will take us 4 turns. Really, it'll take us a whole turn, I guess, to get to the station up there. I see. We don't actually get there until next turn, unfortunately. And then, of course, getting all the way over to here. I see. Unfortunate, but it's the best we can do. Go ahead and move you up to here. Then we'll take the train next turn. And who else do we have? I really don't like this button. It makes me so nervous sometimes. But I guess we'll order people to complete their moves. 2 idle cities. We have Nineveh over here. What to do with you? I mean, really continuing to push this influence generation as much as we can, aren't we? Food is looking all right. Not amazing, but it's okay. We could get the fishery going. +3 food on harbor. I believe we have 1, right? Yeah, just the 1. It's something. It's something. +3 money on main plaza. Not bad. Alternatively, we could build Man of Wars over here as well, right? Use them for multiple slots. Why don't we go ahead and get the Artisan's Workshop, just to help our industry. 1 turn it'll take. It'll help our industry significantly. We should probably also get the Charcoal Kiln. I don't know how many Maker's Quarters we have over here. I'm not sure if there is a place I could see a breakdown. I wish, even in the completed section, it would say, built districts, and just give me the Maker's Quarters and give me, a small number or something. Just let me know how many I have so I can do the math, at least. I don't know. Maybe that's just my 2 cents. What else? I feel like we could maybe go ahead and pursue the Apothecary. No, stability's looking all right over here for now. You know what? We'll make the next decision afterwards. This is 1 turn away. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll make that decision now then. Hamlet. Ooh, hello. Yes, don't mind if I do. +43, +23. That's kind of... I'd be a fool to ignore that. Let's go ahead and do that. We have another idle city down over here, Calcutta. Food is looking good. Fantastic. Hopefully it stays that way for a while. I don't think I can establish a colonial office anywhere. I don't know why it's giving it to me as an option. Oh, you know what? No. Can't even do it down over here. Weird. Why would you give it to me as an option if it's not actually an option? Because normally it grays stuff out if it's not an option. It says oh, you have nowhere you can build this. So let's go ahead and get a coal mine going. I think it would be unfortunate if we play as the British Empire and not get a single coal mine, right? It'd be a little silly. Pop you down over there. Next turn it'll be done. And let's try and tap into coal as much as possible, especially if we're going to chase after combustion and stuff like that, right? We should really get a lot of coal going. It'll be very important moving forward as well, so we want to make sure we have that. Otherwise, I think we're okay. That'll take 1 turn. Things get built very quickly around these parts. Very, very quickly around these parts. Why don't we go ahead and get the festival happening afterwards? Celebrate, I don't know, something. So it is the festival season, right? So why don't we go ahead and like celebrate Diwali, I guess, right? That would be fitting. What else do we want to do? Not much. Get the games going as well. A little bit of Diwali, a little bit of cricket. That sounds good to me. Sure. This is the first time in a very long time I've touched public ceremonies at all. At all. But hey, look, I'll take it. What else do we have going on over here? These guys are ready for a fight. You guys are going to hang tight over there. Before we get into this fight, though, what is the situation here? Poisoned whispers. Over the years, you've been advised by an interesting motley of counselors, from cryptic spiritualists to straight-talking soldiers, but none have captured the imagination of your people like the monk of Nineveh, the long-haired, common-born mystic. Unfortunately, although he offers you illuminating perspectives, the people despise him and his folk wisdom. Now they demand his exile. What will you do with him? You know, I guarantee you this, that, few hundred years from now, they'll make songs about this man. They'll make songs about this man. We could have him banished, the public will is strong and must be respected, or we could have him assassinated. The mystic's murder will allow more draconian control over the Empire. I get the feeling that this guy could, like, chug a bottle of poison and just be perfectly fine. I feel like he could survive a few gunshot wounds as well, you know? A mystic like this. Why assassinate him? Why assassinate him? He hasn't wronged us per se. The people are upset, but that doesn't require his death. Banishing will make us a bit more homeland focused, which I guess makes sense as an imperialist kind of like empire, right? Whereas this will make us a bit more authoritarian, which, to be fair, also makes sense as an imperialist empire. Oh, it'll give us +2 combat strength on unit. You know what? Since we are so militarist and we are at war and we've been sort of talking about going to war so much lately, I think Banish makes most sense because it'll make the people happy, and I suppose it'll make our soldiers happy and have them fighting better as well. And again, I already felt kind of weird about choosing Assassinate. I mean, this, like, the numbers aside, it just feels weird to kill him for no real reason. They're asking for him to be exiled, so let's banish him. The public will is strong and must be respected. Oh, how the times are changing. I fear the era of kings, queens, and emperors might be behind us soon. There it is. All right, cool. Now, I'm glad I checked that before this battle, or not before this battle, but before we move forward. Not that there is going to be a battle right now. My bad. It would have been helpful if there was a battle right around the corner. All right, let's get the Gudgeonal back over here real quick. Go ahead and heal you up, and we'll move you back up afterwards. 1167. That's not too bad. Kind of pricey, not too bad though. And what am I thinking here? Akkad? Can we actually strike it right now? We can. Oh, what do you know? All right, now how far can you get? Pretty close. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. It's basically going to be our full stack over here. So let's get these guys. This river is unfortunate, and it will provide them some assistance. But if we move these guys up here, these guys will be able to attack from up over here, and we should be able to take Akkad. All right, let's get you up over here. Get you, I guess, up over there. Check this preview over here, the battlefield preview real quick. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be fine. We don't even need the Gudgeonal over here, actually. But we'll bring it. In fact, we can actually merge it back to the army it was a part of. So why don't we do that, right? Save us the cost. Oh, you know what? I know what the game's going to do. It's going to say, no, you can't merge them. That's fine. We'll remember to do it next time. Barbican over here. I wonder if we can actually... there's no point in taking that for ourselves. Look how beautiful this looks, by the way. The walls and stuff. Just absolutely gorgeous. This game is... absolutely beautiful. No, we're going to come in from over here. And see our successes. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. The Great War continues. Again, we are the stronger side. They have no reinforcements. I did notice something I want to check really quickly before we dive into this battle. But yeah, it looks like we now have the wondrous effects of Mercury as well. You know, this is working out great, just using Conquest to gain access to all these wondrous effects. It's actually rather fitting of our empire, I think. But this gives us plus 10% science on all cities, so that's pretty big. All right, into this battle we go. We shall assault a manual battle. And how do we want to go about this? I mean, we can actually use these walls to protect ourselves. We've got the high ground over here, high ground over there. Not a lot of high ground, and quite a few rivers as well, unfortunately. The high ground over here as well. Well, let's see. Let's get these guys down over here to counteract, I guess, the river. I don't know if that really helps all that much. Pull you back to here. I don't know what our range will be like. Yeah, we should be able to hit these guys and maybe even those guys afterwards. So that should be okay. These guys, this is a useless position. I should be able to pull them up to here and they should be able to fire from up over there. Maybe even get these guys up over there afterwards, you know? Potentially. We'll see. Because maybe we want our Dragoons up there instead. Decisions. Decent enough deployment, though. Fair enough. I'm not too concerned about this battle, as you can probably imagine. Can we get up to here? We can't. Oh, because of the river. Alright. These guys can get up here, though. These guys can get up there. Not that we'll need to from over here. We've got the high ground already. These guys will have to move, or the Gudgeonal will have to move. Somebody's going to have to move, of course. You can fire over there, get a fair bit of damage done. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. And you can fire from back over here, yes. Do we have the high ground, actually? We do. Okay, so no need to move, actually. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and open fire from back over here. Notch draw loose, indeed. Men of tradition. They're men of tradition. Can you blame them? These guys, level 3 veterancy. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and fire down over here. Just soften everybody up, so then they come at us, they'll get eliminated then, right? If not now, then later. Go ahead and fire at the back lines, maybe. Let's get these guys up over here, perhaps, and fire down from them. Sure. Why don't we go ahead and pull you up to here? We'll fire. We can fire all the way back to there. In fact, we can eliminate. Sure, why not? So much for softening them up. Finish them off. That seems like a waste of level 3 veterancy. Why don't we go ahead and fire at you lot? This is really high ground, actually. This is really cool just how high this high ground is. We had high ground on these guys from over here. That's pretty wild. All right, these guys back over here. What if we pull you up to here? Sure, and we'll fire back at these guys. Get only level 2 veterancy, but still, it's something. Fire away. Good stuff. The Gudgeonal, I think we'll move you... Can we fire from back over here? We actually can't get in there. Ah, it's too bad. Oh, right, because we're technically cavalry, of course. I guess I could pull back to, like, here. Don't understand. I guess there's a... Oh, there's a crossing here because of the bridge. That explains the movement paths. Alright, fair enough. What if I pull back to here? That won't help me. Back to here, I'm too far away. Alright, we don't need the high ground for everybody. Go ahead and pull you over to here. These guys will be able to fire down over here. Can I not hit up there? I guess not, eh? Alright, sure. So let's go ahead and hit over here with these guys. These guys can hit over here. Beautiful. And I believe that's everyone's moves done. And around there. Come at me. We should be able to finish them off. Here we go. Beautiful. Ooh, took a little bit of damage there. More than I expected. That's number 2. Good stuff, hanging in there. Gained a level of veterancy as well, right? Because I think we were 1, or were we 2? I can't remember now. It's number 3. Oh, these guys are putting up a fight. Yikes. That was actually some damage. There's number 4. Good shooting. You know, there's something really interesting about the Zulu, is that historically, they actually learned to respond to the crack of gunfire. Or so the story goes. This is something that, again, as I always say, take it all with a grain of salt. One thing that needs verifying, but the last time I said that was the story about the first motion picture with the galloping horse, and that was accurate. I checked afterwards. That was an accurate retelling. But again, over here, you know, don't hesitate to verify. But the Zulu learned to recognize the crack of rifle fire, and every time they heard the crack, they would dive on the battlefield, literally just hit the floor, and the bullets, by and large, would whiz overhead. It's terrifying. Because the British were so used to seeing their rifles eliminate any opposition as it charged towards them. And then all of a sudden, you've got these people who've figured you out. And I imagine that was pretty terrifying. That's one example of the British Empire having to, like, adapt and try and overcome. There's another great example. I forget the exact, like, date and details of everything, so I do apologize. I do believe it was the British Empire against... the indigenous peoples of New Zealand. I think this one you really do have to verify because I'm a little rough on this one. But at one point they were moving in to take over a fort. I'm using a generic term here. It wasn't actually a fort as, you know, in the Western world, I guess, would understand it at that time, but the equivalent there of a settlement, let's call it. And they entered this space they were hitting it with artillery for like days on end, and they were softening it up, and then ultimately they're like, all right, that must be it. We must have taken care of the locals. And so they marched on in, with their red coats, and they saw the place was empty. And they're like, what's going on over here? There's no one here, no bodies, no corpses, nothing. And then as the troops sort of spread out across the settlement, I call it a fort because it was relatively small from my understanding, if memory serves me right. But as the troops sort of spread out and tried to investigate what was happening, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, from the ground, rise up the soldiers of the locals, and their weapons. They had gunpowder weapons at this point as well, and their weapons were a lot more like shotguns. In their sort of, I guess, excellence in proximity. And the British soldiers were so used to standing shoulder to shoulder and fighting in that certain style, in that line formation, they were completely taken aback, completely unprepared, didn't know how to handle the situation. They got wiped, completely wiped, within a moment because of the ambush, a very excellently pulled off ambush, and just not being used to, well, the opposition doing what they were doing, and not being used to fighting the way they had to now fight, not standing shoulder to shoulder, because they'd sort of dispersed. Later on in that engagement, I do believe the commanding officer rode up on horseback and happened to get shot in the head, and that just broke the British troops, and they retreated. And that was just sheer luck, that part. But pretty cool. I mean, pretty interesting stuff. I wish I could remember the name of that engagement, but you might be able to find it. Like, I'll see if I can find it, and I'll see if I can reference it a bit more clearly. But sorry, I digress. But interesting stories of British versus the various peoples they tried to overtake, I suppose. Wow, look at that. Akkad is a massive city. Lots of regions around it have actually been attached to Akkad. And oh, would you look at that? They're trying to build the Notre Dame up over here. Interesting. All right, fair enough. Well, we've interrupted that. That's for sure. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I guess Avaris is next. This war is going swimmingly. It's unfortunate that we won't be able to vassalize them after just the one war, but the war is going rather well, I would say. There we go. This victory is going to happen in no time. There's our builder star. The scientist star is guaranteed, of course. Oh, looks like we have a response force coming over here. All right, that'll be interesting. What is this? Just a bunch of we do have the Impi, and we have the Hussars. Oh, and they've actually got some artillery here. Damn, okay, this is going to be potentially dangerous. These guys they're a formidable force. They are a formidable force, the Zulu. And this unstoppable nonsense is going to be trouble for us as well. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at our idle armies. You guys hang tight for now. We're going to heal these guys up. In fact, let's do that before I forget. 1195, it's worth it. I don't want to lose units, especially not those with veterancy, right? You guys hang tight over here. Looks like we're still okay, actually. I don't think the Zulu have that much strength in this region. They didn't really come to the Americas looking to fight. They were probably relying on the Haudenosaunee sort of carrying them. They had a vassal that they thought they could trust, and they had to break those ties for some reason. I do wonder if I don't want to take this administrative center instead. There is coal over here as well, and we are expansionist, right? It would be fitting, and with the Haudenosaunee, with the Zulu not doing anything down over here, I'm kind of tempted to amble my way southward and just get revenge for what they've been trying to do at Lusitania, right? I think I might do that. You guys are hanging tight. You're hanging tight as well. All right. One idle city with London. Why don't we go ahead and establish... You know what I just realized? What happened to these guys? Did they just stay put for that last turn? No, surely not. Surely not. Make our way over. 2 turns to come to here, really, eh? 1 movement, 2 movement, 3 movement, 4 movement. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, fair enough. Bring you over. And we'll bring them to Hecatompolis as soon as we can and burn it down. Alright, London, though. Back to you. I was wondering, the reason why that came up is because I was wondering if I want to get some more influence happening over here, or if I want to focus on making more money. And that plus 17 tells me we're going to go with more money. It's very helpful right now. I am tempted as well to assimilate the Tarascans. and then just take this territory for myself as an outpost. And like attach it to London perhaps. There is silver and iron over here. I wanted this land. There's also oil over here, which we need the combustion engine for that, but there's a lot over here. There's good reason to assimilate these folk and take their territory. It'll be able to happen soon enough. Soon enough. I'm not sure who I'm ordering to complete their moves. Oh, you know who it is? These guys, probably. This is really the best spot, eh? You know, if I were to buy out the... Oh, okay. We're not affording that anytime soon. Make our way over. Let's go. Yeah, it was them. Alright, time for our next battle, I suppose. I wonder if I should try and engage these guys, actually. Because if they push in, they'll try and liberate Sipar, they'll try and liberate Akkad. It feels like Avaris is sort of, you know, well and truly isolated. It feels as though they're not really able to do much up there. And these reinforcements maybe are worth cutting off. Why don't we go ahead and make these guys into one stack? Well, I'll tell you why. Because these guys can get just a little bit further, and so these guys can actually engage a battle while these guys follow up behind as reinforcements. Now, what's your movement here? 6, and the Gudgeonel is also 6? Yeah. So why don't we could stack those guys together, right? Let's pull you over to here, my good man. Move you up to, well, as far as you'll go, I suppose. Trying to avoid crossing the river, eh? Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Go as far as you can, and let's get these guys moving up this way. So again, if these guys do get attacked, I will have these guys as reinforcements. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually try and pass down this way to strike at Sipar, because they can do that, but these guys will get involved as reinforcements, and we will have access to this kind of pass up over here. It'll be very interesting if they try to take Sipar back. I'm very curious if they will try to do that. Hang tight over there, and I believe that's our turn. Yeah, cool, good stuff. Okay, this we might actually not become Indians this session purely because the battles they take a bit of time, right? Oh, where are you headed? Yeah, it looks like they're maybe, yes, and they've taken it. Not ideal. Not the end of the world, though. Not the end of the world. We could come back for it right away, I suppose, right? Coming from over here, we should have the troops we need for it. When we'll arrive as reinforcements, we will overpower them. My concern are those reinforcements. Hussars are no joke, man. They're no joke. When they get a charge, you can't retaliate, you can't respond, and they can cause a lot of hurt, as we've seen already, right? But this victory will help their war support, right? Just from not having the double occupation, basically. I shouldn't have let them have that pass, but I don't think I had. I guess I could have brought somebody down over here, but I don't know how much of a difference that would make. All right, we'll come back there in just a moment. Let's get these guys making their way over. We can't, unfortunately, use under one banner in 2 spots in one time, but they do have silver down over here. Salt up there. That's Onondaga itself, though. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Where is your administrative center? Show me where the admin center is. All right, I guess we'll have to go around and see what we can find. Not seeing anything just quite yet. All right. Order my army to move. Guess it'll be these guys. Sure. Off you go. Can you really not get to a train station? Yeah, you can. Good stuff. I don't know if we need these guys, truth be told, but guess it doesn't hurt. It'll only take them how long? 2 turns to get over to here. It's absolutely wild, man. I love trains. I love trains, and later on planes as well. Let's bring you over. Alright, good stuff. Meanwhile, we have these guys over here making their way over to Hecatompylos. Again, once they get here, it's slow rolling again, right? And it looks like Hecatompylos will actually complete the saltpeter mine before we get here, so I'm glad I decided to go with it and not just, you know, sit idle pointlessly. Yeah, we'll bring these guys back shortly to Idle Cities. So, Perigunga, what to do with you? Why don't we go ahead and... I love that the Notre Dame already shows up over here. Why don't we go ahead and get you working on what? The watermill, I suppose, +2 industry on river. You know, that can't possibly hurt. Take 1 turn. And then maybe we should do the taxation office. Sure, I'll take the extra gold. Get the artisan workshop first, actually. Cool. Cool. Another idle city, Mohenjo-Daro. Over here, we should probably consider... I mean, again, maybe I'm being a little too soft on my influence gain, you know? Maybe I should focus on that a bit more. Watermill's probably not a bad idea. We have a decent bit of river down over here and up over here as well. So, sure. Other option, of course, is to actually recruit more soldiers and and try to take this war a bit more seriously, with a bit more concern. Or maybe I'm being a little too laissez-faire about it, you know? Yeah, let's stick with that attitude. Go with the water mill. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with the food market first. I know we have quite a few market quarters that are adjacent to each other. We've got some market quarters over here, right? One there and a couple over here. So this will actually help. The food market, I think, will help quite a bit. Yeah, sure. Let's do that first. Meanwhile, we have our idle armies. One there and one here. Okay, you guys are done. You guys are hopefully, without taking any damage, going to help us take Sipar back. Could come back around this way. Our Gudgeonel doesn't get included if we do that. But what benefit do we have to doing that as opposed to coming from over here? At least this way we'll have the high ground over here. We'll have the high ground up there we can take with our Gudgeonel. What if I come from over here? I can't. Or from over here? I can't. Alright, let's make our move from here then. Let's go for it. It says we have the advantage, but I don't think it's counting the reinforcements of theirs that we can't see. So I don't know if we actually have the advantage. This is kind of scary, I'll be honest with you. Now, their cavalry cannot get up over here, right? Oh no, of course they can. It's their own cavalry. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. I'm a little nervous about this battle. This one could be bad. And they're actually sallying forth, no surprise. They're actually sallying forth. Alright, manual battle. Let's see what we can do. We have the high ground over here. If they're gonna... Oh, they're not gonna be able to make their way around this way because they're blocked off. I don't know if I prefer that or not, actually. Now, they're gonna move first, right? I imagine they're gonna move their hussars up front to try and get as much damage in as possible without us being able to retaliate. It's almost in our best interest to, yes, deploy as far back as possible. So I'll actually do this. I'll actually allow this so that we're out of reach of most of their units. Right, they'll be able to hit these guys. It's unfortunate I can't deploy these guys further back, you know? But let's go up over here, actually, so we have higher ground, as high as possible. Leave the lowest ground to our enemies. And see how that plays out. This was maybe a bad idea. As you can see, our side is weaker overall. This was maybe a bad idea. 4 units of winged hussars, and they've got the artillery as well. Not good. Not good at all. Let's begin. Here we go. Here we go. In come the horses, I imagine, to open things up. Oh, they're actually able to come around this way. Yikes. Okay, in a way, this should work out for us, because I don't think they've got the movement range to actually come up this way, so we should be able to turn around and fire at these boys. That's going to work out nicely for us. Come on, bring your horses up this way as well. We know they're getting involved somewhere. Ah, there they are. Okay, pulling back so they can charge, right? Because again, they only get that benefit of theirs if they charge in. If they're not charging in, they don't get their benefit. So these guys are pulling back to charge. But it's good because we actually have an opportunity to pull back potentially. Oh, who shot us there? Either way, we got good damage in there, so that's good. More opportunities over here. These guys are going to get finished off. Good stuff, good stuff. Beauty, love to see it. Gudgeonel is still free to arrive on the battlefield, which is promising. Wipe these guys out as well, please. Excellent. Come on now. Good stuff. If I can get in here... If I can get in here, I might have an advantage against their cavalry. A little concerned. Alright, up over here we can fire... Oh my god, look at that. That +4 from Unstoppable. Well, these guys have some serious survivability. Our combat strength over here is quite nice, though. It'll do the job. Do I move these guys up as well? Soften up with these guys. Decisions. This is not an ideal spot to be in. Let's see, I can eliminate you, and then these guys should be able to... No, they won't be able to sneak in because I have to move and then move again. So I'd have to eliminate with these guys, or with the Gudgeonel. And then step in with somebody else. Up over here. Alright, let's see. Let's try and figure this out. Who can you hit? Guess I could pull you up over there to fire at these guys. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's get you to soften these guys up. Fire away. from this extremely high ground. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Then let's go ahead and pull you up to... Where? Up to here? To there, I guess. We could draw the cavalry. Just don't know if I want to. We could slow them down at the very least, if nothing else, right? Force them to attack us from across the river. Well, they might be able to get a full surround on us, actually. Yeah, I'm not loving this, I'll be honest with you. Alright, let's push you up. Because what I'm intending to do over here is pull these guys down here. So these guys will hopefully... they'll cause a fair bit of damage, they won't finish them off. But these guys can come over here and fire down over here. We'll soften both of these guys up is basically what I'm thinking. Or eliminate one of them. Or eliminate one of them. Fire at you. Good stuff. I think I'd rather... I'm almost like tempted to let them charge. I'm trying to figure out what's better, having one of them be at full strength. Now, you know, let's wipe these guys out. I kind of made a mistake. I should have sent these guys down over here to wipe them out. But it is what it is. Finish you off. These guns over here, I do wonder if I shouldn't, like, bring them down over here to fire into their backs or something like that. We have the high ground. Why would we give it up? We have the high ground. Why would we give it up? Let's get our Gudgeonal out over here. Pull you up to here. Again, prevent these guys from moving too far, I guess. I could pull up to here, I suppose. This land belongs to me. Pull up to there, eliminate you. What if I get you up over here? Again, that's the only thing in our line of sight. So fine, let's pull you up to here. Fired. That's unfortunate we can't hit the cavalry back there. Well, let's fire away. No high ground advantage, unfortunately. Let's hit you. Come on now. Good hit. Decent bit of damage. All right. All right. Bring these guys... Where? We can bring you up to here. Sure, here's what I'm thinking. We bring you up to here. I'm hoping we can pull them back. I hope we have enough movement left over. We might not. I might have overdone it there. Oh, no, okay, good. We have a shot in us at least. Oh, we of course have a shot in us. We should be able to pull back. Soften these guys up a little bit more. Fire away. Good stuff. And then pull back. Good, to the high ground. Alright, then these guys can, I guess, move and fire over here. Just seems a little wasteful, I suppose. Well, let's go for it. I'm a little concerned. They're already hurt. The cavalry is going to come charging in. I'm a little concerned. Fire away. These guys can enter. Takes a lot of courage. And who do we hit? We got that high ground, right? We got that high ground. Let's go ahead and crush these fools, I think. They're right next to us. I think it makes the most sense. Let's go for it. Alright. Sides are evenly matched now. We've turned it around. Hopefully it stays to our benefit. Why are you still able to move? Oh, you can still move. Almost tempted. I keep forgetting the Gudgeonal has the move and fire. Almost tempted to move to where? Nah, you know what? Stay put. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Artillery coming through, firing away. It looks like it. Oh, no. Oh, that's their Hussars coming through. Are they able to strike? They are, unfortunately. These guys are coming through as well. Looks like they're going to hit up over here. We're okay. That high ground is really coming in handy over here, but they've now exposed some of the most useful soldiers. These guys, are you able to hit us is the question. They'll be able to come out this way, but that river is going to weaken them. No, they're going to come up from over there, aren't they? All right, the high ground's still coming in handy for us over here. Good stuff. And surely these draftees are not a cause for concern. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, man, they have another unit of winged hussars. Are you kidding me? That hurts a lot, man. Again, the river now and the high ground coming to our advantage. So I am glad about our positioning. We have to keep this unit alive, though. We have to keep that unit alive. And look at that. These winged hussars, man. They have some serious survivability about them. Where'd the impy go? Did they pull back? I think they did, didn't they? Okay. Okay. So what to do here? If we move you up there, we can fire up on these guys and finish them off, right? The Gudgeonal over here can fire as well, but I wonder if that's the best use of the Gudgeonal. Fire back there. I don't think that's the best use of them either. Alright, let's get the 3-star veterancy with full strength up over here. Fire down on these guys. Go for it. Come on, wipe them out. Good hit. These guys will wipe them out if we want them to. Probably not a bad idea. What about you? Soften them up. You won't wipe them out. Okay. Do wonder if I shouldn't shoot with these guys and then pull them back. Wipe them out. Okay, let's go ahead and fire on these guys crossing the river. Let's take advantage of that situation, right? Fire away. Come on now. Good stuff. And pull you back to safety over here. Let's go. This guy can come through and fire. Oh, so close to wiping these guys out, eh? We can wipe these guys out. Beautiful. That's what I was hoping for. By pulling that guy back, I was hoping we'd have you in our line of sight. That's excellent. But if I move you up to here, I could fire down and finish you off, and these guys could then come up there and fire on these guys. What about... You can't get up to there. Okay. So let's move these guys up to here. Courageous men that they are. Fire upon the winged hussars over here. Wipe them out. There it is. The Gudgeonal. He might actually end up firing up over there. Go ahead and get you up to here. These guys will fire over here. Wipe these guys out. Good stuff, good stuff. Down you go. So I'm curious, what these guys are probably going to try and do is they're probably going to try and like pull back, come around, and charge at some of our units. That's probably what they're going to try and do. So I'm wondering how I can prevent that. Did you not already fire? No, they did not. They did not. Okay, so I could send them up over there to fire at these guys with very little efficiency, but soften them up a little bit, I suppose. Gudgeonal can fire over here and eliminate these guys. Though I could push you out as well. Okay, push the Gudgeonal out. Soften these guys up, because again, they've got all the cover and fortifications and stuff as well, right? So they can take a bit of a beating, so fire away. Come on now, there we go, good hit. Get these horses... Yeah, out to here. Taking some chances over here. Fire away up there. Letting these guys live. Fire away, let's go. Good stuff. Let's try and wipe them out. Ah, man, are you for real? Despite all that softening up, they're still gonna survive. That's the problem, is that they can still get their charge in and not eat a retaliation. That's the trouble. Alright, well, let's go for it. Beauty. Oh, some good shooting, that's for sure. Oh, that artillery. You know what? That's what hit us earlier up over there. Now, I don't know where the Impi are either. If they're coming up this way, though, we are holding this choke point. And look at that. Here comes a charge up over where here? Wow, that is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Hang tight. Yeah, here come the Impi. They're actually going to make it all the way, aren't they? Are you for real? We just lost our... Oh my god. I knew I was taking a risk there. I shouldn't have done it. Level 3 veteran Sea Dragoons lost just like that. Charged from multiple directions. Their names will be remembered. Their names will be remembered and they will be avenged. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go ahead and... I'm kind of tempted to move these guys around because we can fire on the artillery, right? Got these guys back over here as well. A little terrifying, actually, and they've got the high ground now as well, which I don't appreciate. Alright. Gudgeonal can wipe you out. These guys can cause a fair bit of damage over there. Or wipe these guys out, right? You can fire over here as well. Wipe these guys out, if need be. Okay. Why did I surrender the high ground to them? What a fool I was. If I pull back, they'll have to pull out to strike at us. These guys will have the low ground, though. I can pull them back up there, I suppose. Can you finish him off? You can. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and fire over here. Great sniping. You can fire over here. Decent bit of damage. What about from up over there? No such luck. No such luck. So from here we can fire. Here we can fire. And from here we can fire. Okay, let's try this. Soften you up. Good stuff. A little worried for these guys, actually. You have to wipe these guys out. Are you for real? You're gonna make it. Are you for real? Come on. Damn it. We can't let them have the charge. So we have to, unfortunately, stay here and fire from here. Eat another artillery shot, I suppose. If I pull you back, we won't have a shot here. But we can defend, I suppose. At least pull their high ground away. But they have access to our flag back there. Oh, that's not good. They could win this battle like that. Oh, that's not good at all. Alright, let's fire over here. Fire back over here, let's go. We have to push them back. The Gudgeonal. I guess you can come up to here. Jeez. Let's push you up to here. Let's go. Might adjust these guys a little bit next turn to see what we can pull off. But that's our round done. I guess I could pull these guys up over here to provide that +1 adjacency bonus. Not that it's going to come in handy. It would mean that these guys are taken care of. I'm very lucky that they didn't actually take that flag. I'm very lucky, because if they took that flag before this turn ended, they would have won. I feel like they couldn't reach it, though. I don't know why. They should have been able to reach it. Yikes, this has been an expensive battle. Losing those level 3 Dragoons, not ideal. Not ideal at all. Now, we have the upper hand right now, but like I said, they could win this battle. All they have to do is take that flag and keep me from taking it. The Impi are no joke. As you've seen, they're no joke. They've held their ground. They've actually hurt us a fair bit as well. But I believe we've taken care of all their winged hussars. Is that right? Yes. So only the artillery and the Impi left. Okay. We should win, but I suppose at what cost is the question, as it often is, right? Though I do think that's this turn done. So why don't we go ahead and end the turn there. I'm not going to end this on a cliffhanger. I don't think this is much of a cliffhanger. So we'll end the turn there. Turn 2-2-2. All right. Turn 2-2-3. Oh, took a bit of a beating from this and up over here as well. So this is what I mean. Like, how many more units am I going to lose is the question. That's the real question. Let's go ahead and pull these guys. Jeez. I mean, the high ground is the only thing kind of keeping us alive, I feel like. We can't fire up there. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. We can pull you down to here. Let's go. No line of sight, right? Kind of want to pull these guys back and let the Gudgeonal get some work done over there. Pull these guys back so we can get up there. We need to flank this artillery piece. Alright, here. Let's go ahead and pull you back here so we can at least enter next turn, maybe. Gudgeonal, can you fire up there? You can't. Because you're going to have to move and then shoot and then pull back afterwards. Because we have that luxury. Come on now. Alright, decent hit. Not amazing, but it's alright. Again, the benefits these guys have against powerful troops is worth noting. Pull you back. I almost wonder if I shouldn't send you forward to fire and then pull you back as well. Just got to be careful, because if these guys get focused down, we'll lose another unit of Dragoons. Fire away. Come on now. Beauty. Pull you back to safety. Let's get these men up over here. Get the job done. Fire away. Alright, good stuff. A 25 unit kill streak with a single unit. Oh, bravo. These redcoats are maybe deserving of a fresh name. I can't rename them over here, but maybe we should rename that regiment. Can't get up there, eh? All right, fine. Well, let's go ahead and get into the walls at least. In comes a shot. We're okay. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Units are awaiting my orders. I do believe this is their last unit. Fantastic. Fantastic. Over to here. These guys will come up over to here. Kind of tempting to get those guys with the 25 kill streak involved, but they can't. They're too far away. Turn around, open fire. Wipe them out. Let's go. There it is. My lord. That was a battle. That was a serious battle. We wiped them out. 14 units on their side. We had 1, 2, plus 4, plus 1. So 5, 6, 7 units we had. 7 units we had against 14. Outnumbered 2 to 1. But our superior tactical skill and technological advantage, I think, won us the day. Good stuff. Another victory at Sipar. Counts as well, of course, as a full and proper victory.
Not deceive me.
Good stuff. This is really good stuff. This war, I mean, it will last some time still, but we're definitely, you know, giving ourselves a good initial upper hand. What worries me is if they have more stacks like that with the with the hussars, we're in a lot of trouble. Those guys cause us a lot of hurt. I can't believe we lost those dragoons. That really does hurt. I mean, I wonder if, you know, Mohenjo-daro maybe does recruit some more dragoons, right? 9 turns it'll take. Calcutta, how long will it take you? Calcutta would take 3 turns. All right, a bit more reasonable. A bit further away as well. But of course, we have the train stations that would basically pop us down right over here within a turn. So it's not all that bad. And these guys are all healing right now. We might want to just push money, like put money into their healing, because we do have to stay aggressive, right? This war isn't done just quite yet. And we want to make sure we don't spend too much time in it. 2 turns until urban planning is sort of learned, I suppose, and then we can enter the next era. I'm not going to wait for all these others. We're just going to wait for the scientists to start at this point. We're going to enter the next era. But folks, that and a lot more, of course, next time. Hope you all enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Leave a like and a comment. As always, it makes a very big difference. Just letting me know what y'all are interested in watching on the channel, what I should keep doing, what I should slow down, what I should change. Y'all know the drill by now, I'm sure. As always, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.